Ancient, of or relating to the historical period beginning with the earliest known civilizations, having had an existence of many years, existing or occurring in times long past, specifically in history.
Firstborn among continents, says Agassiz, America has been falsely denominated the New World. Hers was the first dry land lifted out of the waters. Hers the first shore washed by the ocean that enveloped all the earth beside. And while Europe was represented only by islands rising here and there above the sea, America already stretched in an unbroken line of land from Nova Scotia to the far west. That ancient America, as we shall see, was inhabited by the grand race of men whose deathless traces have been left upon the surface of the globe and among the stars of the sky. When in the course of the following pages, the key of the Great Pyramid, which forms the reverse of the Great Seal of the Secretary of State of the United States, is applied to unlock the mystery of long submerged islands and long depopulated lands, and cause them to lift up their voices to tell of the feet that once moved in choral dances upon their level floors, it will appear that the science of that ancient time was as the flight of the eagle, while that of our present civilization is but as the borrowing of the mole. All the heraldry of the nations, it will be shown. And all the emblems, ceremonies, and figures of speech, of religion, and of epic poetry are derived from the art and the science, the triumph and the destruction of the ancient Americans. America, known to the mystics as Atlantis, when this ruin befell, was the seat of the greatest empire that has ever existed, and its irresistible armies were terrorizing all Europe and Asia. In America, rediscovered in the 15th century and repopulated in the 17th, was recovered Egypt and the Promised Land, or the land of the constellation of the eagle, Aquila, Egyptus, and the swan, Cygnus, Canaan, Canada. Excerpts from the book New Light from the Great Pyramid, written by Albert Ross Parsons in 1893. This information is republished and cited by Dr. R. Swinburne Clymer in his book Ancient Mystic Oriental Masonry in 1907. Dr. Swinburne Clymer also wrote in his book, "We are not indebted to either ancient Egypt for either religion or masonry, but to America. It is a fact that at Memphis, Egypt, in the pyramids, under the guidance of the kings, the mystic rites of masonry were worked many thousand years ago, but at that time Egypt and the continent of America were one and the same." Dr. Swinburne Clymer continues, "Some say that America was peopled by the Carthaginians who possessed the Cape Verde Islands, which are only 3 weeks' sail from that continent. Their ships, having women and children on board, might miss the intended islands before the invention of the compass, and if so, they would inevitably be driven by the trade winds to the coast of America." Others, judging from the similarity of some religious rites, have conjectured that it was peopled by the 10 tribes at the dispersion of Israel. Some think it received its population from China or Japan. Others that it was colonized by some wandering tribes of Japhet, who penetrated into the trackless regions of North America by the Straits of Asia. Some have been bold enough to assert that America was not inundated at the deluge, and that, consequently, the Aborigines were antediluvians and the most ancient people on Earth, which last assertion is correct. I hope that you have been informed by the material and the information, and that you've enjoyed the content and production. Please support the channel. Your support is appreciated in the production of the video presentations.